I don't come from a place where it's all sparkles and rainbows. The GI Bill has created opportunities for me that I didn't think that I was going to be able to see.
I made it into the middle class because of my service in the Army and the GI Bill benefits I got when I got out.
Getting paid for the military housing and getting my education at the same time has been an absolute blessing.
75 years ago, in 1944, the original GI Bill was born, right before the end of World War II.
By law, federal loans, free schooling, job insurance, and complete rehabilitation are among the benefits assured every man and woman in the service.
Today, the benefits of the GI Bill have grown and changed several times, but the bottom line is still a grateful nation, providing for its military members, veterans, and families.
I ended up using the GI Bill through my father. My father was in the U.S. Navy for a little over 30 years, and he wanted us to get an education. He still wanted his children to be able to do things that he couldn't do and not have to go into the military or into any type of dangerous situation. And it just made me want to work harder to make sure that the work that I was doing was achieving his dreams. I can't think of a day that I had to think about where my next meal was coming from or how I was going to get my education. And I've been fortunate in the ability to do that.
I was always focused on going to college, probably since the age of 12. But I was orphaned at 16. I had a friend who had gone in the Air Force. He'd graduated the year before, and he said, I got the GI Bill and the VA home loan guarantee, and maybe you ought to think about it. So I went and saw a recruiter a few weeks later, and so I had signed up to be a surgical technician. So I gave 4 years full-time and 2 inactive to get those benefits so I can make more money to support my daughter and myself and have the career that I always wanted. It's probably one of the best decisions I ever made in my life.
For 20 years, I was a security forces member. It's also known as being a military cop. I am also a surviving spouse of an Air Force veteran. If I was in a room full of kids, I would definitely tell them the military is an awesome foundation. Whether you stay in 20 or just want it for 4, you will grow, you will mature, and you will find a family that you will never be disconnected from. But definitely sign up for the GI Bill. Once I retired, I decided to pursue my degree in legal studies, and the GI Bill made that possible. And I am now pursuing my master's in business administration. Along with that, both my kids are also privileged to use the benefit. My kids can go to college, get the education they need, set them up for a successful life in the future.
The value of an education is knowing that tomorrow I can wake up and experience a dream. The value of an education is priceless.